Welcome in the garden, literally in the garden, our brand new display garden here in Tennessee. There's two big reasons why we did this. Number one, it gives people in this region an opportunity to get a little bit closer to our plants, up close and personal. And number two, it also gives us a place to trial plants in a totally different climate than our headquarters back in Portland, Oregon. For most of the United States, this has been a very cold and very snowy winter, and it's been no exception here in Tennessee. Soon after the installation of the display garden, well, Mother Nature started to play a little bit rough. A little bit of cold, a little bit of snow, and some companion plants that might be a little tender, well, they proved to be, really tender. All of our plants have done extremely well, and we look forward to seeing them in spring here. And as I mentioned, we're also looking forward to seeing how some plants will perform in a very different climate. And some quick facts about this bed. It's about 250 feet long by about 45 feet at its widest point, so it is a very large mixed bed where there's a lot of companion plants to show you exactly how you can use some of the great plants that we grow in your existing garden, or how you can really beautify a brand new spot in your garden. And remember, in May, as part of our 365 Days of Color Across America tour, we will be having an open house right here. With the weather this winter being so cold and harsh, let's face it, a bit of a bummer, it's been a real pleasure to have a plant like this contorted filbert in the display garden. Better known to those of us who are familiar with Latin, and there's about 3 of us, Corylus avellana contorta, or contorted filbert, is just one of the most spectacular winter interest plants you would ever add to your garden. Many winter interest plants are chosen because of their bark, and if there's a king of the cool bark, it's the contorted filbert here. The filbert tree is where hazelnuts come from, which are delicious with chocolate, by the way. But this plant is sterile, so it will never produce those hazelnuts, but it will produce incredible winter interest in your garden, no matter if the temperature is 5 degrees, 10 degrees, snowing, whatever the case might be. I have really enjoyed seeing it here in our display garden in Tennessee, and you will really enjoy it in your garden. One quick note here about my friend the filbert is there is a fungal disease referred to as eastern filbert blight, and like most trees that produce fruit or nuts, there's a lot of critters and fungal things that like to get at them, and this is no different. So a regular routine application of a fungicidal spray throughout the course of the year should really improve your chances in avoiding that and just having a great plant in your garden throughout the winter. It would be a mistake to let winter go by and not talk about an awesome gold pine like Honeycomb here, and don't let his small size fool you. It is just brilliant in the garden throughout the course of the winter, one of many gold in the cold pines, which we've talked about in our newsletter before, which you can sign up for and get it right in your inbox, delivered each and every month to find out about great plants like Honeycomb. And here's another quick thing. Honeycomb is a Pinus mugo, or Swiss mountain pine. You might have seen other Pinus mugo, or Swiss mountain pines, and don't let some of those fool you. If it's not a cultivated variety and it's just a seedling, eventually it will become sort of an unruly, large, spreading creature of large green implications. But in the case of this cultivated variety in Honeycomb, he only grows 1 to 3 inches a year, and even at a 10-year growth height, he'll only be about 3 feet wide. But he will always, each and every winter, have this golden color that really is just a shining example of how great winter in the garden can be, providing 365 days of color. This is another area in our display garden in Tennessee where we'll be trialing quite a few different plants, and it's still under construction like the rest of the gardens are. And right behind me is a shady area. So for those of you that have a lot of shade and want some new ideas on great plants to be able to add to that garden, we'll have those coming in the weeks and months ahead. Now before we go with this first episode of In the Garden, let me talk to you about one more winter interest plant. Young Eye, a European birch, has some of the most vivid white bark that you could ever have in your garden, in particular in winter. It's really a great combination with this blue ice, Cupressus glabra, or smooth bark cypress, right behind it. Really a great combination to add color in your garden. Remember, these plants and so many more can add 365 days of color in your garden.